Hello and welcome back to Norty's Forgotten Flicks. Happy Easter, everyone, to those who celebrate it. You know, there aren't that many Easter movies, are there? Which is weird. We have plenty of movies about Jesus' birth, but not that many about the day he actually was resurrected. But anyway, I think it's time to do one of the more underrated Easter movies. No. Hell no. I'm talking about DreamWorks' 2012 animated epic, Rise of the Guardians. Alright, I'm kinda cheating here. Yeah, it takes place on Easter. Yeah, the Easter Bunny is in it, but so is Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and the Sandman, who are all part of a special group called the Guardians, who not only give gifts and hide Easter eggs for the children, but protect them by kicking some fucking ass. Why do they do this? Because the moon told them to. Believe me, it makes more sense in context. One day, Pitch Black, aka the Boogeyman, returns and threatens the children of the world by taking away all their hopes and dreams and giving them only nightmares. In order to defeat him, the Guardians will need the help of Jack Frost, who, since most children don't believe in him, can't be seen. So yeah, you have some of the biggest characters from your childhood coming together to fight the Boogeyman. How was this not one of the biggest animated films of all time? While it did make a little over $300 million worldwide, the production and marketing costs were so high that it actually lost money, and also kinda started DreamWorks' downfall. Before this, almost all of their CG movies were big hits, or at least made a decent enough profit, but afterward, not so much. And due to this, they had to lay off a bunch of employees, and well, let's just say things haven't been the same, and now Illumination is Disney's biggest competitor. But forget all of that, and just look at the movie. It's pretty damn good. It may not be the most original story, like I said, it's basically the Avengers with Santa and the Easter Bunny, but what makes it special are the characters and the world building. This could have been a franchise just based on the characters alone, because I loved seeing them interact. Their personalities are fun, the voice acting is great, and they are all just insanely likable despite their flaws. Jack Frost, played by Chris Pine, is the mischievous loner who doesn't like playing by the rules, and as far as he's concerned, as long as he can use his powers to create fun, that's good enough for him. Santa Claus, played by Alec Baldwin, is a Russian brute with a heart of gold. The Tooth Fairy, played by Isla Fisher, is an eccentric, part human, part hummingbird hybrid that may have a crush on Jack. The Sandman, who doesn't actually talk, and while silent, he can kick your ass from here to Mars before you can say sweet dreams.
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
And then of course there's the Easter Bunny, played by Hugh Jackman, who's a cynical Australian accent warrior and by far the best portrayal of the Easter Bunny in media.
You know what I think? I think we just dodged a bullet. I mean, what's this clown know about bringing joy to children anyway?
You ever hear of a snow day? I know it's no hard-boiled egg, but kids like what I do.
But none of them believe in you, do they? You see, you're invisible, mate. It's like you don't even exist.
Bunny, enough.
No, the kangaroo's right.
The what? What did you call me? I'm not a kangaroo, mate.
The Boogeyman is great too. He's played by Jude Law, who gives him a threatening presence, but his plan to use nightmares in order to stop the children of the world from believing in the Guardians is such an evil but brilliant plan, you kinda have to respect it. So the characters make the movie fun, but what makes the movie special, at least to me, is the world building. I love the way they use these characters from our childhoods and how they work in spreading joy to children of the world. For example, Santa, instead of using elves to make the toys, uses Yetis, because why not? And he also has a snow globe that can transport him anywhere in the world, thus making it easier to deliver the toys. The Easter Bunny can make holes appear in the ground and uses those to travel the world. And his eggs have little legs so they can decorate themselves, which is kinda creepy, but for the character it actually works. And the Tooth Fairy, instead of going herself, uses tons of little fairies to collect the teeth and leave the money. And the teeth aren't just old teeth, but contain the childhood memories of all the people of the world, which works given that she is the guardian of memory. Yeah, each guardian represents some kind of trait of childhood, Santa being the guardian of wonder, the Easter Bunny being the guardian of hope, and the Sandman being the guardian of dreams. And I like that despite being the guardians who are supposed to bring joy to all the children of the world, they have the flaw of not actually, hanging out with them. That bastard Santa never returned any of my calls. But anyway, my favorite scene has to be the one where all the Guardians are helping the Tooth Fairy collect teeth after she loses her fairies. It not only has some of the best jokes, but shows off the characters' personalities in a fun and creative way.
Race? Is it a race?
This is going to be epic!
Four-way cuspits over there, and inside your two block seats. Is that a molar? They're everywhere!
Twins. Oh, jackpot.
Looks like you're a bit of a Brumby, eh, mate?
It's piece of pie.
That's my tool. Sandy, Sandy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Take it easy there, champ. He's one of us. Part of the European division. Ça va?
Now, as for the flaws, there are a few, and they can be really distracting. One, the exposition can sometimes be a bit rough. I mean, the beginning of the movie is just Jack explaining his backstory through narration, when they could have easily just shown it, and I think kids would have gotten it. Also, the rules of the world aren't always consistent. For example, if a child doesn't believe in a guardian, then they can no longer see the guardian, or touch them, or hear them, anything. Which is a great idea, and also Jack's main motivation is no child believes in him. But somehow he gets still throw snowballs at them and they feel it, and also he could somehow pick up a child and take her home. Some parts are a little contrived, and also you do have to rely on the "it's magic, don't question it" excuse, because the movie is essentially a fairy tale, and it does actually have the sense of magic and wonder that I really love when a movie pulls off. A few scenes maybe don't work, but the ones that do work incredibly well. The animation in the movie is beautiful, absolutely fantastic visuals. And it does have some really laugh out loud moments, most coming from Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. And speaking of Easter, this movie actually does show the true meaning of Easter.
Easter is new beginnings, new life. Easter's about hope. And now it's gone.
Yeah, new beginnings, you know, the whole thing about Jesus resurrecting before it became about candy and eggs.
Don't misunderstand me. I like the candy and eggs. In fact, where's Kirk Cameron saving Easter? Probably be like that South Park episode, except genuine.
This movie is really good. Not perfect, but certainly didn't deserve to bomb. It has its fans, some of whom I think only like it for one reason, but it's a damn good movie that can become sort of the Nightmare Before Christmas of Easter movies. In that, yeah, it's set on Easter, but Santa's in it so much and it has snow and the themes of hope and belief that it does kind of work for Christmas too. It's not as good as the How to Train Your Dragon movies, and it certainly wasn't the best animated movie of 2012, but it's charming, fun, and likable, and deserves a cult following.
So I hope those of you who celebrate Easter have a very happy holiday. Thank you all for watching, and remember, when the moon tells you something, believe it. Trust me, believe it.
Why don't you be the moon for a while?